We just spoke with a former student, Alexa Medic. She actually walked down the hall with the accused shooter, Nicholas Cruz, after she heard shots fired. She said, "Hey, Nicholas," this is what she told me on camera. We will have it for our 10 o'clock show. She said, "Hey, I just heard shots fired. I'm surprised it wasn't you." Just kidding, like that. He had this reaction, "What?" And then they parted ways. She said, "I heard more shots after that." She thinks there was a second shooter.
Obviously, definitely another shooter involved, but...
Oh, you think he was not the only one?
No, definitely not.
Why do you say that?
Because when shots were fired, I saw him after the fact. So, and the shots were coming from the other part of the building.
This is in the freshman building, so everybody started running to the other exits, but that's when the other shooter started coming up. So everybody, and then I thank God to this teacher who opened up her door and let all of us in. She got shot in the arm trying to open the door, and then the other teacher, he got shot in the head trying to cut the other students, and it was like an hour, like it felt like years waiting for them. And then after all that, we finally got out, and like they started yelling at us to keep focused and pay attention ahead, the army people, because they didn't want us to see the bodies that they hid in the corner. They were putting mats over them so we wouldn't see them, but there was dust all over the floor from this weird thing they threw in there. They're trying to.
So you think there was more than? Do you think there was more than one shooter?
There's 3 shootings. That's what I hear. Definitely.
But I just want to jump into 4 weeks ago when the Secret Service stuff started happening. So it was sort of like a random thing. I think it happened like right after a weekend or something. The teachers, every single one of them was instructed to tell us like this new drill, like where our zones were for each class. And, every single day they would tell us. And then I talked to one of my teachers. In fact, it was the same teacher that I ended up being with yesterday when all of this went down, and he said that the Secret Service came and trained them on what the new safety protocols would be. And I don't understand why the Secret Service was, the ones who were doing it, because I would think that, firefighters or police officers would be the ones to do this. And so I kind of disregarded it. Fast forward to yesterday. We had a drill because regularly we have to have drills now because of, protocol thing. We had a drill in second period, 8, 9 or something like, or 9. It was like 9 to 10 to 11 or something like that. And then fast forward again to later in the day, we hear the fire alarm. Everyone was confused because we already had a fire drill today. Why was the fire alarm going off again? I didn't hear the gunshots really, but I got told by someone that I talked to a little bit later that, there had to have been like 2 people, because he was like, I was in the building close to it, but I wasn't in the building that the shooter was in. It was impossible for there to have possibly been only one shooter, because she heard shots still while they were all walking, and Nick was right there. So the whole thing just doesn't add up to me. That and the fact that the Secret Service decided to come and change the safety protocol a few weeks ahead, I think that's pretty suspicious. And one thing that I also want to say is, like the girl in this video just said, that there's only 2 exits. There's only 2 entrances. And those stairwells, they have cameras in them. They clearly should have saw them. If they don't have someone operating those cameras at all times, they don't need the cameras really in the first place, because there are like 3 cameras in each stairwell. There's 2 stairwells, so that's like 6. Then within each hallway on each floor, there are like two cameras. So this is something they should have saw.